Welcome. I'm just getting started. Figured I'd try to get the Crab Nebula first.
Telescope synced.
Hey Jonathan. Hi Will. Yeah, this is a 8-second exposure, gain 40 out of 250. And I'm doing some average stacking. Yes, I'm feeling pretty good tonight, now that it's clear. So far I've gotten, let me get to, I got 31 in the stack. I started lowering the white point when I was at about 25. So I'm going to lower the white point again when I get to 35 in the stack. Right now I have an output of 33. Rock wasn't in the hospital, he just went in for tests. You know. He was at work this morning when I was talking to him. Hi Dan. So I just dropped the white point down to, yeah, just like me today. I had an echocardiogram and a carotid scan. Part of my keeping up with my cow valve that's now 15 years old. Well, I'll get the results of the echo on Monday when the doctor has a chance to review it, but except for some out of whack blood pressures, everything else seems to be okay. Okay, so I was at 35 when I lowered the white point. I'm going to lower it once more when I get to 45. I had a list of targets I wanted to try to do tonight. Yeah, cool front came through yesterday morning, then it cleared out today. It's been nice all day. This is not looking bad at all. Okay, there's 45 in the stack. Now I'll lower the white point down to 150. It's supposed to get down in the high 30s tonight, I think. Right now it's 51. It's supposed to get down to 39 tonight. What was crazy is that a day and a half ago it was 81. 81 and it dropped down to 30 something the other morning, so it dropped like 50 degrees one day. Yeah, 81 is too warm for mid-February. All of the azalea bushes are in bloom. All of the Japanese magnolias are in bloom. Wildflowers are coming out. That normally occurs in March. Okay, 54 in the stack. One more in the stack and I'll drop it another 30 on the white point. Okay, let me lower this to 120. Not 110. 120. I know Rock was shoveling snow. I think it was early this week or last weekend. This is looking pretty good for yeah, Jeff. Welcome aboard. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I got all the parameters up top right now. 2 more in the stack. I'll drop it to 90 and then see what a tweak does. The tendrils are actually coming out very nicely. 65, let me drop it down to 90. Not 85, but 90. Let it build until 75. I don't know what time it's supposed to be. Completely dark from 7:07, so twilight has not ended yet. It's 6:53, and according to Sky Tools, twilight ends at 7:07. No filters. Because there's no moon, I figured I'd try without filters tonight. If there was a filter, I would have thrown it up there. So I got 1 more in the stack. 75. I'm going to stop the auto capture. I'm going to do a snap. Let me go back to auto capture and let me tweak the snap. Process, range, erase the black. To 15. And let's see what lowering the white does. I should go. Let's see if I can lower it a little bit more. If I do, I'll blow out the I'll leave it at 200. And zoomed in to 100. Let's see what's 150. There's 150. I kind of swagged the focus, Jeff. Scientific wild ass guess. This is not bad for 8 seconds. Let me stop the stack. Go back to live. Boy, I got a green sky. Wait a minute. Do another white ballot. Something's not right. That looks better. I don't know why it got so green all of a sudden. Let me see, what was the next thing on my list to look at? Well, that was M1. I haven't looked at this globular down below Orion in a while. Let's see. Okay. Bank. Primary ID 79. Slew to and center.
Telescope slew into target.
Going to M79. Down in Lepus.
Telescope slew complete.
Hopefully it's not in the Tree Nebula. Okay, let's see. Stop. Well, that's 5 seconds. That's too long. Let me stop and go down to 3 seconds. Loop. And let me center it. Too much. Let me go back to 1x. Let's see, a little bit more up. Let's see if that's the wife. Let's take my evening meds. I'll have to do that later. Yeah, 79 is a nice compact globular. Trying to get it in center so I can sync on it. I just got the latest HD10 Model 2 and I'm trying to get familiar with the software sync.
Telescope synced.
So I'm synced on this. I wish I could tell which way was which, but okay. Let me take the crosshair off. And then let me start the white. Let me do a white balance. 21 to 48. Okay, let me stop and shorten the exposure. Go to 2 seconds. Oh, that changed. Oh, and the histogram. Okay. So let me start live stacking. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's doing well. She's relaxing in the house watching some TV. So this is 2 seconds, so let me change that. 2 seconds and everything else is the same. So let me put the exposure time at 2 seconds. Okay. Will do, Jeff. You going by Anthony tomorrow? Does this have an NGC number? Let me see. There's the object information. NGC 1904. 49,000 light years away. I didn't look at it yet. I'll have to look at it when I go back in. I've been out with like I said, I had a echocardiogram and a carotid scan today, and then I took the wife shopping all afternoon long, and then whoever Evening Jack was must have signed out, and maybe they'll be coming back in. Hi, Don. Or do you want to be known as Evening? I think Rusty's supposed to also be on, and as is Matt. Where's the histogram? I had a bunch in the stack. Let me go down to 210. For those that just joined the show, this was the first object. I don't know why all of a sudden it got green, but that was the crab at an 8-second exposure. Let me see. There were some interesting looking galaxies I wanted to try to look at tonight with a small field of view. After this, I may go up to let me see, 31. 2841, 2841. That was a nice one. curious to see how well that'll come out in this scope. I'll just drop this a few more times and then eating, Brian. Yeah, I think there's a few broadcasters on tonight. We finally got a break in the weather. Okay, because Jeff was supposed to, not Jeff, Matt said he was going to be on about 6:30 to 7. And I thought Rusty was going to try to broadcast tonight too. Oh well. Whatever happens, happens. Just, you know, lower the white a little bit more, grab a snap, and then look at it. So far I got 38 captures. I'm capturing an image every 20 seconds and sticking it in a folder. Oh, okay. Yeah, here's the image grab count right down here. I'm at 40 now. So let me lower it one more time, and then I'm going to move on to the next target, and hopefully it'll be a little bit more impressive than this. I hadn't looked at this globula in a long, long time. Well, the other thing is I got a 10-second dark applied, so that's probably why it's so dark. $28.41. I'm going to do a search for the next target. I'm going to go to search NGC 2841. Hickson 92. No, that's not it. What? 2841? Says Stephan's Quintet. That's not Stephan's Quintet. NGC 2841. Malencam Sky. So far written for use with the Malencam Skyraider cameras. You can see the name up at the very oh, that's no good. Erase that. There's the name right there, Malencam Sky. Okay, so now let me go and capture, stop the capture, then do a snapshot, capture, go back to auto capturing, and then let's tweak the snapshot. I don't know if there's a lot that I can do with this. I can only raise the black so much. Now let's see what lowering the white does. And it just blows out the core. We'll leave it with that. Let me find out what's going on with this list. I looked this up, this galaxy. How was it? RASC's finest objects, and it was 2841. Let me see. (2841) is in Ursa Major. Yeah. Okay. So let me stop the live stacking. Go back to the 2-second live view, and let's see if I can slew to this galaxy.
Telescope slew into target. Telescope slew complete.
I think the galaxy may be there. Did I get lucky enough and find the galaxy? Maybe I got lucky enough. So let's see, let me go change the rate to 12. Okay. So we got a trio going tonight. Good stuff. Let me see if there's anything else around this galaxy that I could be picking up by mistake. That's got to be it. Okay, so let's go. Sync.
Telescope synced.
So synced on the galaxy. Turn off that. Let's go to a longer exposure. Stop. Let's go to 10 seconds. See what 10 does. I definitely don't see the spiral arms that show up in SkyTool's DSS image. Okay. Let me try a little bit longer, shorter exposure. Went down to 7 seconds. And where's the, okay. Okay, let's start the live stacking at 7 seconds. And I'll put the name of the object in shortly. Don't need... Seven seconds. This is NGC. NGC 2841. Okay, let's see. NGC 2841. This is up in Ursa Major. I'm starting to see some spiral structure. I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is the SkyTools DSS image. And let me flip. Now let me go left and right, that's better. So this bright star, 8.5 magnitude star, there is this one here. And you got these 3 little stars off the end of the galaxy, which are these 3 here. There's supposed to be a little galaxy, what's it listed as? It's a Leda at magnitude 17.6. And it's showing up. I think I got it. Little Leda at 17.6. There's a little itty bitty fuzz right about here. And if that's it, it is this object here. Click. Leda galaxy, magnitude 17.6. 0.8 giga-years from Earth. Evening, Rusty. It's a little Leda galaxy there, right at the tip of the arrowhead. I'm going to eliminate the arrow for now. And now I'm going to lower the white point. I mean, there's a hint of a dust lane running through it. Actually, there's a couple of dust lanes showing up. That's great, Rusty. I saw that you and Matt were going to be on. Figured I wasn't going to waste a clear night. But there are some there's a dark lane through here. This almost looks a little bit like the Sunflower M63 in the DSS image. So let me lower the white again. Yeah, this was earlier, Rusty. This was the first thing I looked at. That was the Crab Nebula, 8 seconds. And there was about 70 or so in the stack, and then I used the little range function. I don't know why it got green all of a sudden. The sky conditions changed. I don't know, when I typed in that number it said it was Stephan's quintet, which it is not. I'm going to go to 81 after this. So I've already done the Crab Nebula and M79. So those are all done. I'm going to go to 101, I mean not 101, M81 supposed to fit in here nicely. That'll be a good test. And that dark lane is starting to really show up better. I've been playing around with that Topaz denoise. That seems to work pretty well. Yeah, there's a hint of a dark lane on the right side. I think I'm seeing something up in here, as well as the dark lane here, and a little piece up here. It'll be interesting to see what happens when I grab a snap and tweak it. Drop it down to 120. And then grab a snap. Yeah, for now I'm just roughly tweaking to focus the best I can. I'm going to go to 65 in the stack. Right now I'm at 62. Oh yeah, the to the right of center at about 230 position. It is a little break in a dark lane. And you're starting to see at the bottom part of the galaxy a lot of structure. There's 65, so let me now stop the auto capture, get a snapshot, go back to auto capture, and now let's see what the range function does to this. Ah, okay. Sorry to hear that. What time is it? Okay. Not bad. Back to the original. I've synced on this. I'm gonna go to M81 now and see what happens. Messier. What do you mean in front or back? Oh, I don't know. So which way is it tilted? I am not sure. Slew to and center.
Telescope slew into target.
I'm going to M81.
Telescope slew complete.
Which was real close to where I was. Okay, so let me stop the stack. I don't think I'm gonna need to have this long of an exposure. Let's see. Let me erase that. Let me pump. Let me slew it over to centered. I gotta do like Dewey, train the or model the sky so I get a little bit better go-tos. I know the polar alignment's pretty good. That was too much. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now let me sync on the galaxy.
Telescope synced.
So now I'm synced on M81. You put the name out. M81. What is it? They call it Bode's Nebula, Bode's Galaxy, Bode's whoever. Galaxy, okay. G-L-A-A-L-A-X-Y. Okay. So now let me do a white balance. Yes. This is M81. Let's see, where is white balance? White balance. That was at 2148. Let's see where it moves to. Didn't change much. Okay. Do I want to try a longer exposure? Stop. Let's see what 8 seconds does. Now let's start live stacking. This is 8 seconds, so bump, eraser, eraser, and let's get that. 8 seconds. Okay, and then let me close the white balance box. Okay, there we go. Maybe I'll reduce the saturation a little bit. Let's see what happens. Lower the saturation to about 110. Yes, fire alarms are coming out a little bit better. Looking pretty good. So I'm just going down my list of targets. 81. 3181 will be, I think, next. 3181 after this. I mean 3184. 3184, where is it located? It's a galaxy that doesn't say which constellation it's in. Okay, interesting. Already starting to see a lot of detail in this one. How many are in the stack? 15, so let's start dropping the white point down to 210. Okay. We lost Jeff, huh? I assume I'm still on. Okay, lower this to 180. And I'll only be able to make one more jump down to 150, I think. I did that just to see if I was on. I guess I am. Let's see. One last bump down to 150. Well, there's lots of structure in the center of that. Yeah, I lowered the red a little bit and I raised the blue 5. Try to look and see how does the field of view compare to what Thanks, Jeff. I am again without a 432 camera. I sold my color that I used last week to Scott Sudoff up in Indiana, and there's Scott located. And I sent the monochrome that I had kept and hadn't even powered up to somebody else today, so I won't have a 432 until the next batch at the end of March or so. Let me see if maybe I can drop it a little bit more. I'll try it a little bit more just to see what happens. And then grab a snapshot. Yeah, it's really looking good. Yeah, Dan, I'd sold my DS432 C-Tech last Saturday, and I sold the monochrome today. So that's why I'm using my 10 C-Tech. Thanks, Rusty. Let me go now. Capture, stop capture, snapshot, capture, auto capture, and now let's do a a tweak. Maybe they'll get it down to 180. The center's going to be blown out, but not too shabby. Yeah, once I'm able to tweak focus a little bit better. Yeah, you'd have to do the gain adjustment, start at a real low gain and then gradually increase the gain on the fly, which I could try that also. So let's see. Let's go back to whatever. Okay, let's see. Let's stop the live stack. Let me lower the gain. I'm going to try. Oh, I got to stop. And maybe I'll put it in video mode. Nope, I can't do it. So Jeff, I was at 8 seconds. What would you suggest for a starting point? It's still going to blow the core out. This is I'm at 3 seconds right now, and it's still blowing out the core. And I have the gamma at 1.4. Dropped it down to 1 second. That's way too short. I'm going to move it to 2. I'm looping at 2 seconds. And where would you suggest starting with the histogram and the gain? I have gain at 40. Gain's at 40, and if I go 40 with the 40, talk about white point 40? See, I got the gamma at 1.4. Now it's at 1.2. Gamma's at 1.2. Two-second exposure. Yeah, I'm 2-second exposure. See, that's 2-second exposure. Where's the white balance? Try 1 second. Let's see. Stop. So now I'm at 1 second. That's 1. Hi, Matt's alter ego. Move the gamma to get back to 45. Okay, let's see. Color adjustment. That's gamma 0.7. Okay. There's the default histogram. So let's start a stack. Where am I? My gamma, let me erase this. I'm at 0.7. Just so I'll remember where I was when I started this. 0.70. Okay. Live stack enabled. Shouldn't take long at all. See, I've already got 7, 8 in the stack. Oh, I brought, Jeff, I have a 10-second dark in here. Should I take the dark off and go back to like a 5-second dark, or a, I think 5 is the shortest dark I have. How about big jump 150? Is that too big of a jump? 120, huh? It's 120. We're running an experiment here. So when do you change the gain? You stop at a certain point and then increase the gain? Because right now we got 44 in the stack. This is what you missed a few seconds ago, Matt. That was before we started playing with I'm at 100. And I'm starting to see a little bit of the spiral, I mean the dark lanes. Good. Okay, Jeff, you're driving the train. Just tell me what to do next. Matt, I wanted to go after M95 like you did, was it last night? That's an interesting galaxy. What does it say right now? 95 right now. It says it is 16 degrees up right now. So it's still pretty low. That would be behind the trees, I think. So now I got like 90 in the stack. Of course. Yep, I think this is a fail too. So, what's next? Yeah, Matt, I was saying I'm totally without a 432 anymore. I sold my color last Saturday and I sold a mono today. So I'm stuck using the 10C Tech. One of these days I'm gonna get enough of them I can keep it and keep one myself. So now let's see. I'm gonna stop this stack because this is going nowhere. Any other good ideas, Jeff? Because we're down at what? Well, this is only a 1 second exposure. I said 2, but I forgot to change it. I'm only at 1. So let's see. Stop. Now I'm at 2. And I guess I'll start with that there. Two messages. 1, 2. Yeah, I thought you said it was a fail, so hi Bob. So this is 2 seconds. Should I try it with 2 seconds and the 40 gain? What have I got to lose? It's 3184 right now. It's 33 degrees up. Another galaxy in Ursa Major. I'll go to that one next. So Matt, is that what you use, the right side of the histogram as opposed to the left side? That last one I got, I just lowered the white point, and I had the exposure at, it was like 7 or 8 seconds when I captured the M81 before. Now I'm down to 2 seconds. We were trying to not blow out the core. Well, I'm at gamma 0.7 now. I was at 1.4 or 1.2 before. Yeah, he does. I'm at fairly low gain right now. Okay. Well, we'll see what this does. 2-second exposure. I got the gamma at 0.7, and I'm just gradually lowering white now. One of these days I'm going to get smart and actually record the screen with the chat. Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. I haven't gotten that clever yet. I'm going to play with this a little bit more, but then I'm going to go to that next target. Again, another swag. Yep. See, I'm still synced on M81. I'm going to call up the next target, which is NGC 3184. I'm going to do one more bump down and then grab a snap and see what happens. And if so, we'll see if this was a failure or not. Go to about 95 in the stack and see what happens. I didn't know you left. Where'd you go? Welcome back. Okay, let's see. Let's see how bad this is gonna look. Stop the capture, grab a snap, start the capture, and then process, range. See if anything pops out with this. Still got an overblown core. I think the other one looked better, but the core was definitely more overblown. Well, I'm going to go to another target now. I'm going to stop the live stack mode. Go to default histogram. Yeah, all of these are. I'm saving all of these, so I'll send it to you, Jeff. I'm gonna go back to where my gamma was at 1.4. So I'm gonna put the gamma at erase, erase, text 1.40. Okay, and now let's go to this new target.
Telescope slew into target. Telescope slew complete.
Okay. That's one thing we don't have problems with here, is frost. So let me stop this. Let me see if I can go to 10 seconds and see if that's going to work here. See if I even got the galaxy I was looking for. What? Man, that doesn't look good. Man.
Operation completed.
I don't see the galaxy at all. I may have missed it. Let's see. Okay. Let me find a bright star in the neighborhood and see if I can sync on it. Okay. First miss of the evening. If I missed. See, there's a magnitude 3. How bright is that star? 3.
Telescope slew into target.
Going to a 3.5 magnitude star.
Telescope slew complete.
Well, it definitely wasn't in the center of the field. That's probably why I missed the galaxy. Oh, that was way too far. Let me go to 12x. If we find this galaxy, it was nice looking in the DSS image in Sky Tools. One more little bump to the left, I mean to the right. Oh, too much. Dang. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive the gain way the heck up. Let's see if I can get a better focus. Stop. Put the gain to max. Loop 1 second and let's see what happens. I think I gotta go to a little bit longer exposure. Let me go to 2 seconds. Trying to see how close to focus I am. This is a star, Matt. I'm trying to tweak focus. I'm pretty close to the target. Let me sync on that star.
Telescope synced.
And let me go back to the target, galaxy.
Telescope slew into target.
And let's see if I get to the galaxy this time.
Telescope slew complete.
Well, if there's a galaxy there, maybe it'll show up with a 10-second exposure. Let's see. Stop. Loop. 10 seconds. Oh, I don't need gain that. Stop. Let me lower the gain. Yeah, I didn't need that gain that high. Okay. Evening, Jim. You know, I can't hit the side of the barn with that galaxy. That's
Telescope slew into target. Telescope slew complete.
I'm going to a 6 magnitude star that's supposedly right next to the galaxy. I don't see it. This is frustrating. I wonder if the the galaxy's at the bottom of the screen below that star. Let me see if I can move it straight up and see what happens. Maybe that's the galaxy. That's the galaxy. There it is. Nice spiral structure. Yep, that was it. That's NGC, what is it? 3184. Trying to get it to the center. It showed up as a nice face-on spiral in the DSS image in Sky Tools. So I figured I'd give it a shot. I'll label it once I get it centered. And that star that's coming in on the right is a 6.6 magnitude star. God, I may want to keep that out of the field of view. It's like trying to deal with Allen attack in the field of view. Too high. Down. Straight down. There it is. I think that's as close as I'm going to get it. Okay. So now I am synced.
Telescope synced.
No.
Telescope synced.
Why is it not?
Telescope synced.
It's saying it's synced on that star, but it's not.
Telescope synced.
Now it's synced. Okay. Okay, let me try a white balance. White balance. Let's see what happens. That's a 6.6 magnitude star. Let's see what I can do with this. Okay. Maybe I'll shorten the exposure from 10 seconds to 8. Loop. I'm at 8 seconds now. Erase. Erase. Eight seconds. And the gamma is 1 point, what is it? 1.6. Gamma is 1.6. So let me 1.60. Okay. Now let me start stacking. Bring the black point in. And start the stack. Okay. And this is NGC 3184. NGC 3184. Okay, there it is. We'll build some in the stack. 8-second exposure. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's a frigid 46 degrees now here, Fahrenheit. Well, that spiral structure's really coming out nice. Let me get the information on this. So there's the object info. Magnitude 10.4. Ursa Major. They said 3 supernovas have been discovered in it since 1983. So now it's almost time to start lowering the white point. Get a few more in the stack. Our focus is pretty close. Contrast is at 0 default. Gamma is at 1.6. So now let me drop the white to about 210. Any suggestions for contrast? I'm already seeing some nice spiral structure. I don't know if you're seeing it on your end. When I get to 25, I'll do another white point drop. I would drop gamma 20 points and raise contrast 5 or 6. Will do. Let me lower the white to about 180. And you said lower the gamma by 20, so that'd be 1.4. And raise the contrast to about 5. Let's see what happens. It's nothing that can't be undone. It's at the bottom of the screen, Dan. So we went from 1.6 to 1.4. Yep. Yep. NGC 3184 in Ursa Major. One more in and I'll drop the white point some more. Oh, another 5 frames? Okay. Well, I'll go to 40. I'm at 35 now. Yeah, right now this target is 30, almost 38 degrees up from here in southeast Louisiana, so it would be fairly high in the sky up in Canada. Yeah, you're seeing lots of knots and structure in the spiral arms. Okay, so that's, I'm going to drop it another bump down to 150. Yeah, I'm at 30 degrees north latitude, and for me it's 38 degrees up. It's really starting to look good now. Yeah, I'm seeing that, Matt. Let me go one more and then I'll drop the white point again. It's fun being on with others and sharing and learning. Okay, so now drop it down to 120. By the arms to the right are now, yeah. Yeah, you can see that knot in that spiral arm. I just zoomed into 150. You can see that little knot. Maybe one more tweak. Let that build a few into the stack and then I'll grab a capture. Evening, David. I'm glad I looked at this one in Sky Tools. Interesting galaxy. Yeah, you can see how the right border is cut off, so something's not quite right. I did a pole master alignment, but it's not exactly right. Okay, now let me capture, stop the capture, grab a snap, go back and auto capture. And now let's tweak this capture. But it's like a stellar core. Bob, is that wow for the temperature or wow for the view of the galaxy? I think the galaxy looks pretty sharp. If it was that cold, I wouldn't be sitting by a scope. That's pretty nice. So where is this next galaxy? It's supposed to be, let's see. Maybe it's out of the field of view. Bright star there, right there. Tree curve there. I'm going to zoom in again. Let's see. The way that one arm is breaking off up here and then a tight spiral arm with a little knot in it. That's a beautiful galaxy. It really is. Fit to window. Yeah, there is definite color. Did it say how far away this thing is? Okay. Gain surface brightness. It doesn't give a distance on this one. Magnitude size. I mean, the surface brightness is only 22.8 magnitudes per square arc second, so it's fairly low surface brightness. Yes, I do. I have it still at 100%. Why? Suggestions? Yeah, the sharpness is at 100%. I think it still is. Yeah, 100% sharpness. Yeah, I saw that post about it having less than 1 megapixel. Oh well, let's see. I'm gonna stop the. There's the live view. An 8-second live view. Let me see, what's the next target? I'm still synced on this galaxy. What's the next one I had in the hit parade? Wait a minute. $26.83. Where's $26.83 now? These are all off of the RASC's finest NGC objects. This is a 10th magnitude galaxy in Lynx. Okay, so let's see. I'm not live stacking, but I am synced on that last target. So let's go to this galaxy in Lynx. Slew to and center.
Telescope slew into target. Telescope slew complete.
Okay. Well, it's there. It wasn't that far away. Okay, so let's get this centered. Am I still at 8 seconds? Yeah, so let me... Bingo, bingo, and let me center. It's supposed to be a companion galaxy. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a dust lane right above the core of this galaxy. So let me erase the name, and I'm going for NG, what is this? NGC 2683. NGC 2683. Okay. Let me just bump it up a hair. Bump. And
Telescope synced.
okay, now let me see if I can figure out where that other little galaxy is supposed to be. One, two, one, two. shows a line of straight stars. Let's see. Maybe I'll have to lower the black point a little. Matching the stars in the field of view. Shows a triangle of stars. Oh wait, there's the triangle. There's the triangle. Okay. Okay. For those who may be interested, there's a very faint little Leda galaxy right below that star. Little dot, magnitude 16.8. You have two stars and then a little faint fuzz right below it. See if I can zoom in a little. That little fuzz right there is the Leda. Right below the star. They're almost overlapped. Okay, so let me start building an image. Let me erase that line. Maybe I'll try a little bit shorter exposure. Let's go down to maybe 7 seconds. Stop. Maybe 6. Let's loop at 6 seconds. Okay, where's the histogram? Yeah, I'm definitely clipping the histogram. So let me start stacking now. Okay. So which one is this? Interesting galaxy. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm going to reduce the sharpness. Down to 50. Let's see what happens. What does it say about this galaxy? It's a little bit brighter surface brightness. Barely edge on. Again, no distance. So let me start lowering the white. Looks like I'm starting to see some detail on the lower left end of the galaxy. Maybe it's my imaginary vision kicking in. How high is M95 now? Let's see, define it, sorry, Messier. 95 is 27 degrees up now. Stack a few more and then I'm gonna lower the white again. Let's get to 30. Lower it down to 180. Let me go check outside for a second. Ooh. Time to lower the white. Yeah, Jeff, this is coming out nice. Drop down to 150. You're seeing that dark lane right above the center of the galaxy. You can see hints of the spiral structure to the lower left of center. Those Canadians know good things, man. This is in their RASC list. Finest NGC objects. Yes, it is, David. And now you can really see that little Leda galaxy. It's really starting to pick up nicely right down there. It's a little edge on. Not bad, magnitude 16.8. Let me zoom in to 150. Put it in the center. You can see it. It's just about in the center, right below that star. Another jump down to 120 or so. Have to see what else I have on my hit parade. Yeah, that one's there. Yeah, that little Leda is... Leda galaxy. Magnitude 16.8. And it's 0.8 giga years from Earth. What is it, 800 million light years? Edge on galaxy. Cool. Yeah, it is. It's kind of, yeah, it's in between both. You're right, Dan. I'm gonna do one more drop down to 90. Let it grab a few more. It'd be interesting to see when I tweak it how much of the galaxy I can actually see, because it looks like I'm seeing stuff out to here. And it's also extending about the same distance the other way. It's, phew, cool. I might try lowering the white point one more time. Let it throw a few more in the stack, and then I'll grab a capture. Yeah, this evening when I got home from shopping, I went through Sky Tools and just made a short list of galaxies to look at. According to Sky Tools, it is how big? Which one am I looking at? This is 2683. They say it is 8.7 arc minutes by 2.5 arc minutes. So now's the time. Let me go grab a capture. Capture, stop capture, snap, capture, auto capture, and now let's tweak it. So raise the black. As you lower the white too much, then you lose the center. And you can really push it down. You can see how much the galaxy extends out, but I'm going to raise the white back to about 175 maybe. And that little Leda galaxy really pops out nicely now. You can see it right below that star. Very nice. Oh, let me see what else I had to look at. Where was this located? Oh, golly. If you zoom in, you can see the spiral nature of the arms. You see them all the way around on this side too. Pretty. I picked another galaxy, but I forgot. It's around 3073. Let me see what else it has. Maybe it was 3079. Let me see. That's it, 3079. Okay. That's another one in Ursa Major. Okay, so let me stop the stacking. Stop the stack. Default histogram. And then let's see if I can go to... Oh, did I... Yeah, I'm still synced on the last galaxy. Okay, so that was 3073 maybe? 3079. Interactive Atlas 3079. It's another edge on.
Telescope slewing to target.
Good night, Matt.
Telescope slew complete.
I think we got the dome when I slew. Okay, there it is. There it is. With some of its friends. Glad you could stop by, Matt. Let's see. Let's get the crosshair up, centered, and move the galaxy over. This is NGC 3079. Let's change that. NGC 3079. galaxy is just about in the center. I'm going to flip it that way. Okay.
Telescope synced.
Okay. Okay, let's turn off the crosshair. I think, yeah, there's another galaxy right. Yep. What galaxy is that? That's that's a 15.4 magnitude galaxy. Let me start the stacking. Let's see, where's the histogram? Let me erase the black. And start the stack. Okay. And I'm going to label that object here, which is, what is it? MCG9-17-9. How about MCG? And that is right here. And that is a magnitude 15.4 galaxy. What else is in the field? Yeah, there's another one here. NGC 2023. This is right here. This is, let me put it in there. NGC 2023, that's 3023? I think that's what it was. Let me check again. .3023. Yeah, it's magnitude 14. Right there. Okay. So there's a few galaxies in the field of view. Now let me start lowering the white point. I'm gonna go to 200. What the heck? What is the surface brightness on this main galaxy? Main galaxy. Oh no, clicked on a single star. I didn't click on the galaxy. Yeah, 22. So it's still a fairly low surface brightness galaxy. Nearly edge on. But it's looking nice. Now let me drop this to about 150. Yeah, there is the goldish color right at the core. It's pretty prominent. Oh yeah, satellite went right past those two other galaxies. Well, that'll be on the stack for a long time. Like forever. Mike, I'm glad you were able to join. Sorry I didn't have a more specific answer as far as a published schedule of when people would be broadcasting, but it's kind of dependent upon the weather. Like then Matt started and the winds got to him. Let me go down to 100. Have a good evening, Mike. Yeah, this one might come up pretty good too. After this, I may go to. Let me see what else is in Ursa Major while I'm right up here. This is an Ursa Major, sort of by constellation. Yeah, there is. It's what do they call it? On-the-fly imaging? That was the term I came up with. Stuart sent me an email today. I think the article that you and Matt worked on, Jeff, is going to be in the second issue of the year for Astronomy Technology Today. And I think there was another article that Matt had written that's going to be in the first issue. Okay. But that little MCG galaxy is really popping out now. Now it's time to stop the auto capture, snap, go back to auto capture, and let's tweak this and see what we get out of it. And I just use a real rough. Hey Brian, glad you could stop by. pretty nice. Let me zoom in. Little MCG galaxy there, and then that little stellar galaxy. Okay. So now let's, what else did we not do in Ursa Major? Did I do 4605? I didn't do 4605. Let me see where it looks like. Let me get a DSS image.
Operation completed.
That's not very, that doesn't have very much to it. Okay. I did the 9, I did 2841, yep, I did. Did I do 4026? 4026. Let me see what that one looks like.
Operation completed.
Oh, that looks interesting. Okay, that definitely a keeper there. Let's see, I'm going off to another galaxy. Let's see, far, far away. Stop the live stack. Default histogram. Keep it at 6-second exposure. And let's go to this galaxy, 4026.
Telescope slew into target. Telescope slew complete.
Well, there's the galaxy. Yeah. So let me get it to the center. NGC, what's the number? 4026. NGC 4026. The scope's working well. Every now and then, yeah, it's as long as I'm staying in the same area of the sky, my go-tos are pretty good. I'm gonna have to recheck the pole master to see. Oop, went a little bit too far west. Okay, back. Too far south. Okay, so let me do a sync there. Sync telescope to cursor.
Telescope synced.
Okay. And where's that other galaxy? It might be out the field of view. Oh, it's a slender. Triangle.
Operation completed.
Oh, that's like an edge on. No, that's not going to be worth looking at. That little edge on galaxy. I'd have to go which way? Down, 1, 2. Okay. Well, I can see what I can pull out on this thing. Histogram raised to black. Okay. Enable the stack. Boy, that's a long, slender galaxy. What's the information on it? .7 minutes by 0.9 minutes. Long and slender. Lenticular. So yeah, I'm still at 6 seconds. Gamma's still the same. 6 in the stack. There's an ARP. An ARP nearby.
Operation completed.
Oh, yeah, that's the Trident. I'm going to go to that one next. That's an interesting looking galaxy. Oh, yeah. Haven't seen that in a while. I call it the Trident, but it's an ARP 18. That'll be next. Oh, I need to get some more coffee. Wonder how the wife is doing. It's been 3 hours since she tested her sugar. Okay, she's doing okay. So let me lower the white. It would have helped if I'd cleaned my glasses before I came out tonight. They're filthy. See who's still here. Dan, Don, Rusty, Jeff, Bob, David. Not bad for 6 seconds. Galaxy gets longer. Yeah. The more you increase the lower the white point. Another drop down to 100. Yeah. I mean, this is a nice list. The next galaxy should be pretty awesome. Yeah, the RASC list shows it as magnitude 11.7. Right now it's 31, almost 32 degrees up. Yeah. Bright central core. This is what the DSS image looks like in SkyTools. And if you use rotated, you have to rotate the SkyTools about a little bit more than 90 degrees. Let's see, where is the... Nope, it's mirror imaged. That's not going to work. That rectangle is supposed to be very representative of the field of view for the chip. And one more drop in the white point and I'll grab a few more and then I'll see what I can tweak out of it, and then I'll go on to the next galaxy. That's good to know, Bob. Okay, so now let me go up here, capture, stop capture, snapshot, capture, auto capture. Now let me tweak the raise the black. Lower the white. There's another galaxy. Okay, there it is. There is a faint little glow right here. And that is '15th magnitude galaxy, but look at the surface brightness, 24.6 magnitude per square arc second. Very, very faint galaxy. Barely not there. I kept seeing it in on Sky Tools, but I couldn't see it, and it's almost not there. Okay, now off to live. That's the live. Now let's see, the next target on the hit parade would be ARP 18. Don't tell me Sky Tools crashed again. Ah, you son of a gun. Ascom scope drive is missing the connection properties. Okay, let me restart Sky Tools. It started again, and let's see, let me start Chrome again, and let me reconnect the telescope to the mount. It should connect.
Telescope connected.
It's connected, and then let me go back to the RASC list, and it's there, and let me go back to Ursa Major only, and I was going to 4088 Interactive Atlas, which is going to call it up here, which now I got to drag it onto the other window. Slew to and center at cursor.
Telescope slewing to target.
It's not very far. Okay, let's see.
Telescope slew complete.
How about stopping the live stack? Yep. Maybe that'll work better if I do that. There it is, right in the center. Bingo. I call this Neptune's Trident. How about a white balance? Okay. And maybe I can go with a shorter exposure. Stop. Maybe 5 seconds. Let me go to a 5-second loop and see what happens. Okay. Maybe that's too much. Let me go to a different dark frame. Enable import. How about a 40 gain 5-second? Open. Enable. Okay. Maybe I need the 6-second. Let's see what happens. Stop. Let's go back to 6. Okay. Okay. I'm going to start the stack. And this is NGC 4088. Alright. I forget the first time I saw this in my 17 and a half. It was pretty impressive. Where's that other galaxy? There's... I should have pushed this a little bit further up. I mean, there is one galaxy there. This is looking good already. Yeah, I think it's... let me stop this stacking. I'm gonna stop the stack. I think I want to move the galaxy till it's about here. If I'm guessing right. Maybe I'm guessing wrong. No, 1, 2, 3. There it is, coming in at the bottom. Yep, there it is. They're all there. Okay, good. Now, let's start stacking. Okay. The one at the bottom is NGC 4085. Let me put that designation on the chart. NGC 4085 is that one right there. And the main galaxy is 4088, and then there's a fainter MCG galaxy which is, let me text, MCG 9-20-92. Crummy arrow there. Let me try to redraw that arrow. Right there. Okay. Okay. A little ARP Galaxy, ARP 18, I think they called it. ARP 18. Yeah, ARP 18. It's magnitude 11.3. targets. Intermediate spiral class C. It's got a bright stellar core. Maybe I'm just guessing, but I'm assuming that's one spiral arm, and the other spiral is like that. It's kind of tilted on an angle to our line of sight. Interesting. You can see some dark modeling in these spiral arms on the main galaxy.
Operation completed.
Operation completed.
I'm grabbing DSS images for possible other targets to look at.
Operation completed.
Operation completed.
One more bump. $31.84 I looked at already. Yeah, I did $31.84 already.
Operation completed.
Operation completed.
So really distorted. I can see why they call it an ARP. Yeah. Or it's classified as being an ARP. Let me grab a snapshot. Okay, capture, stop, snap, capture, auto. So let's see what, anything I can bump out of this one. That's pretty nice. Wow. It had to be an interaction with another galaxy. For this one little arm to get kind of ripped off by itself. I mean, you got the spiral shape, but that one little arm just like it doesn't belong. Beautiful, really is. Well, let me see. I was looking at other targets in that's kind of bland. I've already seen that. $38.77. Did I do $38.77? I don't know. Well, let me move. I'm going to move this galaxy to the center of the field. Because I want to sync on it and then move to the next target. Oh, I'm still stacking and aligning. Oh, turn that off. Yep. Okay, so I gotta go. Let me do some erasing first. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, and then move it back a hair.
Telescope synced.
Telescope synced.
Okay, let's see if we can go down into Leo. Jeff, we're glad you could stop by. Have a good night. I won't be up much longer. It's only 9:45. It's still kind of early, but I got up early this morning myself. Let's see. Messier list. Messier list. Primary ID. M95. Interactive Atlas. I think that's the one I want to go to. Let's see. Get a DSS image.
Operation completed.
Operation
That's the
completed.
one. Close.
Telescope slew into target.
Flew into target.
Telescope slew complete.
Okay, I think that's it. M95 right in the center. Well, almost the center. As long as I keep sinking on objects and then moving not too far, it's working out pretty well. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's pretty darn close.
Telescope synced.
Telescope synced.
Okay, so I'm synced on M95. Let me change the name. M95 in Leo. Okay. Oh, I looked better earlier. I mean, but the histogram keeps moving. Maybe I should go to a little bit longer exposure. Let's see what happens. Stop. Let's go to 7. See what 7 does. See how it shifts the okay, now let's start stacking this. And this is going to be 7 seconds. Okay. Remember, I used to look at all of the photographs and books back in the late 60s and early 70s, and I'd only dream about being able to see these objects the way they were depicted in the magazines. And now it's easy with a mountain cam. Yep. You can see the whole circle around the bar now. I got 3 hours into a video recording that I'll post up on YouTube. This has been a fun night. I got all my SkyTools charts here. Oh, I should have turned off my electric focuser a long time ago. Am I using the battery depth? That's off now. Okay. Okay, so we got 15 in the stack. Let me just drop the white. I want to see where 3628 is. SkyTools crashed again. What the heck? Night, Don. Glad you could come by. Sky Tools crashed again. I have to get with Greg and find out what's going on.
Telescope connected.
Telescope
I'm
connected.
back connected to it. Okay. I'm going to do one more object after M95. I'm going to try to get 3628 after this. And I'm going to call it quits. Interactive Atlas. Of course, now that SkyTools crashed, it's going to open up over here again. Okay. Okay. So now let me bump the white down again. Woohoo. So how cold is it now? Okay. $35. Let me build a few more. And let me drop it one more time down to about 100. Okay. So let this add to the stack a little bit, and then I'll let me go to about 48. Feel the cold air dropping in through the slit in the observatory shutter. But it's spiraled, the bar is really popping out now. Okay, let's do a little tweak. Yes, it does. On the fly imaging. Pretty darn good. Well, I'm going to go to the last object of the night. I'm going to stop. Let's go to default histogram. Stop that. And let me go over here to slew to and center. And
Telescope slew into target.
Slew into target.
let me see if I got to move the shutter.
Telescope slew
Telescope
complete.
slew complete.
Maybe not. Let me go back to the live view, not the capture. Okay, wait till the next refresh. Am I looking at the dome? Default histogram. Something's not right. Oh, I'm looking at the shutter. Oh. There it is. That's better. You look at the inside of the dome. NGC 3628. Okay, this is, what do you call it, the Hamburger Galaxy, whatever, NGC 3628. It's the third of the trio in Leo. And this will be the last one for the night. If it's clear tomorrow night, I will try to broadcast again. It's starting to smooth out a little bit. Bob, have you ever traveled from your home to Lowell up in Flagstaff? And if so, uh, what's the best route to take if you're towing a trailer? Because I'll be doing the reverse. I'll be going from Flagstaff down to Las Cruces, coming home after the Grand Canyon Star Party. Okay, 15 in the stack. Drop it to 200. Yeah, I was going to take secondary roads. I have to look at the routing that my Good Sam's or one of those gave me. Thing is finding an RV park halfway between Flagstaff and Las Cruces. Because after the Grand Canyon, we're going to spend about 4 nights by Lowell Observatory in Flagstaff. And then start heading back to Louisiana. Okay. Get to about 32. Yeehaw. Hopefully I will sleep well tonight. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, I'm only going to be up a little bit longer. I've just got a few more to add to the stack, then I'll tweak it, and then I'll shut her down for the night. Glad you could stop by. Yeah, the dark lane in this galaxy is really coming out nice now. My focus may be slightly off. Be interesting if when I get a Bahtinov mask, how well that'll help tweak. Put the phone in my hip. I hesitated getting the 16, but now I'm glad I did. Now I have a 17.5-inch telekit I'll probably never take out again. Yep, Hamburger Galaxy. The third in the trio in Leo. Yeah, I'm going to run this up to about 50 in the stack and then grab a capture. There's 48 in the stack. $50 in the stack. Okay, now to grab a snap. Capture, stop the capture, snapshot, capture, start the capture, and let's process. Let's see what I can tweak out. There's a train going by. That is very nice. Very nice.
Telescope disconnected.
Telescope disconnected.
Well, I've disconnected the scope from SkyTools, and now I'm going to start shutting down for the night. Glad y'all were able to stop by. If it's clear tomorrow night, I'll try another broadcast. Well, that's it for tonight. See you next time around. Glad for stopping by.